Today's story is intense. Dildos keep getting sent to the house, but the parents aren't having any of it. A young adult now must be able to hide both their sexual identity and their sex toys. Just wait till you see how the parents react. Today I fudged up when my mom opened a dildo I got from a sugar daddy. Haha, wow, I've never looked through this subreddit, but I have a story from 3 years ago and in hindsight it's kind of funny. But during it was absolutely the worst experience I had with my parents being upset towards me. The story usually kills, but I think it's also important to hear for anyone struggling with depression, gender dysphoria, and the like, so please don't remove mods. This is kind of a long story, but is a legit movie or something of being unlucky every step of the way, so I guarantee it's worth the read. So, context, had a house fire after graduating high school, lost everything including our 2 cats. Finally rebuilt and moved back in after a few years of renting and still live with the parents. We ended up buying some more clothes when we moved back from Value Village. This whole time I've been dealing on and off with gender dysphoria, and at this point I really wanted some girl clothes again. So I snuck into my pile of clothes of flannel and some skinny jeans. Thankfully, no one noticed. I was so happy and of course wanted to try them on. I again was even more happy with how I looked. So of course I took some selfies. Mainly just body pics, no face, just butt and hip, nothing NSFW. At this point I was aware of Reddit but never used it really, but was aware of R traps and R femboys and the like. So I decided to post my selfies, which I've never done anything like that before, so it was scary, but nice to just be me, you know? So surprisingly I got a bunch of upvotes, and as someone that never uses Reddit, I was completely shocked and super excited people liked me, as anyone would. Of course, I got a bunch of messages of guys being guys. I mean, it's exactly what you think they'd say. People were asking a common question. Do you have a wish list? At this point, my outlook changed because I also didn't have a job or a car at the time. I realized, oh, this could be a job. So I made a wish list with cosplays, some toys, and some wigs. And of course, some guy was gracious enough to buy me like $100 worth of toys and 2 wigs. Now, this is where the story takes a turn, haha. So to my parents, I'm a shy 20-year-old boy that plays games in his room all day. So in my mind, I decided that I wouldn't tell them any package was coming because I wasn't confident in lying about why someone that has no job was getting something in the mail. Which I know for a fact if I just said I was getting something, I could have avoided all of this. Well, one day I'm playing games on Discord with my friends just chilling. Little did I know what was currently happening. A package comes from Amazon. My mom picks it up thinking it's something she ordered for the new house. Because again, I didn't tell her so we had no reason to check the name. She cuts open the box, removes the wrap, a massive 12-inch squirting dildo is revealed, veins and all. She begins to scream my name over and over and my heart drops. It couldn't be the package, right? I come out and she's loosely holding the box at its pointed edges. Haha, oh my gosh, that's crazy, Mom. It must be a prank, haha, that thing's so big. That was my story and she believed it. At this point, my dad knows nothing and was outside. We decide to toss it in the trash and not involve him. A pretty homophobic father notorious for joking about gay couples saying, "Do you want to be the husband or do you want to be the wife?" So I begrudgingly toss it, but of course I wasn't having it. Someone bought this for me and I wanted it. So I snuck out and took it out of the box and brought it back to my room super stressed out. At this point, I guess my mom told my dad, so he came back to my room pissed, saying he didn't want any of that in his house. And so I played it off and he left my room not knowing not even a foot from him under my bed was this massive meat. After like 3 hours of me chilling in my room trying to act like nothing's going on in Discord, my mom comes in my room and closes the door. At this point, how the day has been going, she has to know I took it. That's just my luck, and it was the case. So I went out to check the box in the garbage, and it was gone. So I told her someone sent it, and I just wanted to take pic to say I got it and put it back. She was confused but kind of accepted it and gave me a game strategy to get it back to the trash without my dad seeing. Something I never brought up that makes this all even riskier since we had the fire, my parents got a bunch of cameras on the house because it was arson. So me taking said scepter out of the trash and having to put it back, knowing they could check the cameras at any point and probably see their son goblining around with this huge sausage outside, was probably the most anxiety-inducing task I had to achieve. Me still committing to my choice, I still wanted to give it a test run, you know? I mean, at this point I got this far with this massive problem, I might as well try it out, right? So I took it in the shower. Once I was done, I snuck out, placed it back in the trash, and came back in. I made it. The task was done. Haha, the only problem, if you remember, it wasn't one toy, it was 3, including that one and 2 wigs. These have not showed up yet. So at this point I'm panicking. What do I do? More are coming, and I can't hide the truth if they find the others. And I can't learn from my mistake and just tell them something's coming, because that'd probably be the dumbest thing to do. Days passed as I was on edge waiting for a single package to come in, just waiting to rush out and take it, hoping no one sees me. I waited, and waited, and waited. Then the day came. A bunch of boxes come in. As the FedEx driver is handing us packages and we're placing them on the porch, I notice one with my name on it. It's here. As we start bringing packages in, I decide to try and sneak it to my room. Of course, my dad sees me bring this box to my room, and I made some dumb excuse, and then came back to help bring in boxes. After my mom says, "Your dad said you brought a package to your room, let's open it." At this point, I just can't believe my luck. I'm certain of what's in this box, but I'm wishing it's just the wigs or something, you know? I grab a knife, I walk the said package on my bed as my mom stands there. I slowly start opening the box. I peel the box open. It's another dildo and 2 wigs. I couldn't help but laugh out loud. Cool. At this point I have the conversation not about me having dysphoria, but about posting to Reddit and getting stuff in the mail. She's upset and of course says, "It's because you're cooped up in your room every day. You need to get out and stop talking to these guys." Which of course this was something I was dealing with before, but she shifted the blame. The crappy part is I believed her. I thought I was still being rebellious and should trust my mom, an adult, so I deleted all my posts and prayed the gay away basically. If you're keeping track, there's still one unaccounted for though. Finally, it came in a small box. My dad tossed it in my room and told me to throw it away. At this point, he wasn't talking to me or looking at me. Of course, as time went on, things got better and normal again. But I still was faking myself getting more depressed as time went on. I have now since moved out and am on antidepressants and am honestly happier than I thought I could have ever been just being who I want to be. I recognize the circumstance was terrible and some might argue it wasn't completely my fault. But I know that my complacent attitude at the beginning led to me causing an avoidable issue. Again, as something huge that actually happened in my life, I think it's important for people to hear. Not only from a certain angle can it be funny that my mom opened a huge dildo, but also it's important to hear that you should be yourself and don't let anyone tell you who you are. I hate that I listened to her because I wasted so much of my life not being happy, and to someone that has gender dysphoria, the older you get, the worse it gets when untreated. So please laugh at my story, but also please, please, please just be you. Yo said that. That was a crazy story. When your mom went to go into the trash and see if the dildo was there, you already know she wanted it for herself. Come on, son. Yeah, you messed up at the start by not saying like you had a package coming in, but when you had to open up that second package with when your mom came in and said, "Let's open it together." That's some crazy parents, man. Like, especially when you're out of high school and like it seems like you're in your early 20s in your story. That's crazy. Like, I couldn't imagine my parents doing that. It seems like you're in a better spot now and in an environment where you can be yourself. Hopefully things continue going well for you, and maybe in the future, if it's something you both want, you can repair your relationship with your parents. If you could ever forgive them or vice versa. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to demolish that like button, comment on what you thought about the story, and subscribe if you want a 7-figure bank account. You like money, right?